In this video I'm going to be showing you how to complete the Bubby Bunny Easter egg as well as how to acquire the music Easter egg on the map Forsaken. Before you can begin this at all, you will need to have made sure that you have fully upgraded your PhD slider with all the crystals needed on the main menu. The other thing you will need to have done already if you haven't done so is activate the Pack-a-Punch. If you don't know how to do this, I'll have a link to that down in the description. While you're up here in the observation tower, go and buy PhD slider. Now that you have PhD slider, you will need to go and find an evil bunny rabbit. This evil bunny rabbit can be found inside a hole. The holes on the ground look like this. There are 3 locations where this can spawn. Bear in mind that this is random every single game, and some of the locations will just give you power-ups instead of giving you the bunny. So the first hole on the ground, if you come over onto the top of the bar rooftop, this is the building with Deadshot Daiquiri inside of it, and if you aim up here and simply run and slide off of this rooftop down here onto this hole on the floor, once you do so, this will make a giant explosion, and then it will either pop out with power up like I said earlier, or the ether bunny. The next location is in Anytown West, and this is outside the video store. If you come down to the end of the street here and climb up on top of these sand containers, you can see down on the floor in front of you, if you jump down on top of that, this will then spawn either the ether bunny again or a power up. And then the final location is in front of the cinema. In order to be able to hit this one, you need to come up to the top of the roof where Speed Cola is, which is the Anytown rooftops, and then if you head over to these sandbags here where the trap activator is, if you jump on these sandbags and then walk along this rail back a little bit and then do a really quick run and slide, this will slide you all the way down onto the ground and make an explosion, which should then spawn either again a power up or the ether bunny. Now that you have the ether bunny, you will want to head over to the Anytown East, which is where the Burger Town is located, and head over to the mascot Bubby. You will want to come behind Bubby and interact with him, so then you put the ether bunny inside of the back of him. Before you do this though, however, this is extremely difficult, and especially on solo this is very difficult, so I highly recommend that if you haven't done so already, you get yourself the wonder weapon. If you don't know how to do this, then I will have a link to that down in the description. You also come with some perks, especially Juggernog and Quick Revive. Some other things that can be quite helpful as well, an RCXD. This can be helpful if you get lots of zombies around Bubby's mascot at once. You could just put it out and blow them all up at once. And then as for your field ability, I highly recommend that you actually come in if you're playing solo with Frenzy Guard. The reason I recommend this is it will make all the zombies start walking when there's a lot of them at once, so then it makes it easier to kill them and slow them down so they don't destroy Bubby as quickly. The other ability that can be quite useful is Ring of Fire. If you place this down around Bubby, then the zombies that run into that will be damaged, so this will help out quite a bit as well. Also C4 can be quite helpful for this as well. Once you are ready and you put the ether bunny inside the back of Bubby, giant green orb will spawn around the area. This is basically the boundary of where you can stay, so you can't go outside of this, and during this time you will have a little health bar that you will need to keep an eye on, as well as a time limit. You will have exactly 2 minutes to defend Bubby during this segment. Bear in mind that Bubby can take damage very easily during this, so I highly recommend if you're playing solo that you stay next to Bubby at all times. If you're playing in co-op, then I recommend you have somebody covering each street and then somebody next to Bubby. This goes in phases. You start off with just some zombies, and then eventually one panzer will spawn in. You will want to take out the panzer as quickly as possible, as when he uses his flamethrower that damages Bubby quite a lot. After that you'll have zombies coming from 2 different directions, and you will also have tormentors spawning in. I highly recommend that you take out the tormentors as quickly as possible, as they deal the most amount of damage to Bubby, so try if possible to kill the tormentors away from Bubby, as their explosive damage does really hurt him quite a lot. If you fail this at any point, then you will have to restart your game and try again, as you cannot attempt it twice within a game. Eventually when you get to the end and you survive the time limit, a massive explosion will come from Bubby, a chest will spawn in front of him, and then he will spit out the Easter egg song. So you will want to walk up to this tape and interact with it in order to pick it up, so that you've now activated the Easter egg song and will have that inside your music player. Then you can walk up to the chest and interact with it. The chest gives random stuff each time. It will give you a load of different loot, and it will also give you the potential of having a wonder weapon fly out of it, as well as a score streak of some kind. But otherwise that's all there is to this Easter egg. I hope you guys found the guide useful. If you need another guide to Forsaken, I will have a link to that down in the description. Otherwise, if you guys want to listen to the song, I will upload a separate video for that. It will just be the song on its own. Otherwise I will see you all in the next video.